She's been painting some colorful work of Mexican dancers, indigenous dancers. She's with us here on Comunidad del Valle. We're proud to have Elizabeth Jimenez Montelongo, a local artist who has a solo exhibition right now in Mountain View at the Center for Performing Arts. And this is one of your beautiful, colorful pieces of art. Tell us about this. How long it took you, and what the message behind it is here.
Okay, well, this is one of my paintings of indigenous Aztec dancers. We call them Mexica dancers. And I take photographs of them in the Bay Area when they're dancing, and then I paint with oil paint on canvas. And I use a palette knife to build up the texture that you can see. And this one must have taken me about 3 weeks that I was working on it. And I've been changing a few things. I've been working on this body of work for about 4 years.
Wow.
So I have, I think, over 20 paintings in this style.
Now, is this something you do on the side here, or is it something that you go full bore, you're full-time doing this?
Well, I consider myself a professional artist, so I do work almost what you would consider full-time hours, almost 40 hours a week on things that are art related. Some of it is doing the work, like actually making the work, and other parts of it are like the business aspects of being a professional artist.
Well, let's talk about that aspect. How difficult or easy is that business aspect? Because, I mean, if that's what you're doing, this is your livelihood here.
Yeah.
Talk about the business side of things.
Well, it's actually been a little bit of a challenge because I've had to look for the information that I need and educate myself on the business of art. I did attend San Jose State University, and I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts, but that was mostly focused on making the work, like knowing how to make it stronger, and pretty much about the visual aspect of being an artist. And everything, well, a lot of things that I had to learn about the business of art, I've learned through like mentors, a few people that have been very supportive to me. People that are willing to do portfolio reviews for community artists, such as George Rivera, who was at the Triton Museum for a very long time, and a few other people. And also I looked up books and blogs and any kind of information I can get to kind of teach myself what I need to do to promote my artwork, to get it out there, to sell it. And
you're doing that. Here's the slideshow that you provided us. This is right now what you're displaying over at the CPA? Mountain View Center for Performing Arts?
Yes.
Tell us about these.
Okay, so at the exhibition I have 10 paintings. They're in the range of like 30 by 40 inches. Some are bigger, some are smaller. They're all oil paintings on canvas of the Mexica dancers. And some are from as far back as 2010, just a couple of them that I still have from then. And pretty much since then, I think about 5 or 6 of them are from this year. And
I see a lot of bright colors. Tell us about the colorfulness of your work here. But okay, I mean, everywhere you look, everyone has these very distinguished bright colors.
Yes, the colors are really important to me. In the beginning, that was because when I look at the Mexica dancers, that was part of what attracted me to the dance. Seeing like all the colors that they have on their and what they wear and everything they're holding, it's all like very colorful, and like all the movement, the drums, like everything is really like energetic, and that's what drew me to Mexica dance. And so when I started working on this body of work, I wanted to show that in the paintings, and like that color and like power of the dance, like to me is a symbol of the mental strength of our ancestors who have managed to keep their culture. Despite everything that happened, throughout history, they managed to keep that, and they're still passing it on and sharing it, promoting it. Even like, especially here in the Bay Area, there are so many Mexica dance groups, and they're still like practicing. They bring in people. It's always like no charge. It's like a ceremony. They let people join and learn and participate in ceremonies.
And they speak now. What?
They put a lot of
work.
Yeah, a lot of them do speak now.
Let me show you Elizabeth's website. Again, her exhibition is called Our New Sun. It's at the Mountain View Center for Performing Arts through December 8th, and there is her web address for more information. We'll be back and talk more about maybe how much one of these pieces you can purchase it for. Stay with us.
Okay.
We're back here on Comunidad del Valle with local Latina artist Elizabeth Jimenez Montelongo on Comunidad del Valle. And so we're talking about her exhibition, solo exhibition at the Center for Performing Arts in Mountain View. For instance, this one took you about 3 weeks. It's got the indigenous dancers there. What would one of these, you do sell them, what would one of these sell for?
Yes. Well, the prices range according to size.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a few in this size and larger sizes, so the prices range from, for like the typical size, which is a little bit smaller than this, to like a 5 foot by 4 foot painting. The prices range from $900 to $4,500. Mm-hmm. So this particular size, I have a few at my solo exhibition at the Montelongo Center for the Performing Arts, and right now they're listed for $2,000 for this size painting.
And are people buying them, or what kind of feedback do you get when you have these exhibitions?
I've been getting really good feedback from people. They tell me they like the work, they like the energy of it and the color. A lot of people say it just makes them like happy, and they do like to have them too. They say that it helps them like feel better and like calms them during their hectic day.
Oh, very good.
Like the people who have purchased them, so I do sell them.
What's it like when you walk into, for instance, the Center for Performing Arts and you see your display there in the hallways and in the foyers?
It's really exciting.
I bet.
This is like one of my few solo shows that I've had so far, and the place where I have my solo show right now at the Montelongo Center for the Performing Arts, it's a really beautiful space. It's on a very large curved wall, and the colors in there are a bit toned down, which like makes my paintings look even brighter. There's like really beautiful like natural light coming in there, and good lighting for the evening.
Again, beautiful and colorful. So you'll be there. This is going on through December 8th at the Center for Performing Arts. You will make an appearance there, actually, también.
Yes, I will be there on Saturday, November 23rd, from 7 to 8 p.m. So it'll be open to the public during that time, and I want to go visit my show, so I will be there, and I'm letting people know, so if they want to meet me and ask questions, they can go there that day.
What is it about expressing yourself in this form that makes you say, I want to paint the next one, and then the next one, and paint the next one?
Well, there's really like no limit to it. With every painting that I do, there's always like something that's a little bit different about it. Like some have heavy texture throughout, especially my older pieces, and then some new ones I've been just leaving like the first layer or so. Some of them get built up to like maybe like 5-6 layers. So I've been kind of like leaving that difference, which kind of creates more of a space. Like you can see more of like background, like the beyond areas, and like the foreground, and just working with different colors, like limiting my colors to see like how that will affect the painting, and different compositions from photographs I take.
Now, this theme about the Native Indigenous dancers, is that just the theme for this exhibition, or is that your theme that you carry throughout all of your artwork, no matter where it's being displayed?
That is, my main body of work is based on the Mexica dancers in oil painting on canvas, and that's what I've been mostly exhibiting in my exhibitions throughout the Bay Area and also out of state. And I do have other work, like mixed media work, and I've done some ceramics. I made a paper mache sculpture that I finished this year. It took me a long time, really big wall piece, like 4 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
So I do work on other work, and a lot of it has to do with like indigenous Mexican like way of thought, things that I've been trying to learn about the culture. So it reflects that. Some things like to do with identity, like issues of identity.
And any final advice to any Latinitas out there who might be watching, and maybe you've inspired them, any word of advice that you might give them?
Well, for any young Latina artists or artists of any age, any gender, I do recommend to just like not give up, like continue making their work and looking for opportunities, network, like go to shows, meet people, and look online for opportunities to show. Like this show I have my solo show. What I had to do was send a proposal with some images, some information about myself, an exhibition record, statement, and they accepted it. So sometimes there are opportunities like that that open up, and you have to just be ready, have your work ready, and be ready
There
to
you
take
go.
all your work.
And maybe
show
one
it.
day you will sell your work for $4,000 también. Great job.
Yes.
Again, the name of the exhibition at the Montview Center for Performing Arts is Our New Sun. It's Native Mexica Dancers is the theme. It runs through December 8th. She will be there again on Saturday, the 23rd.
Yes.
So after you donate at the Safeway store, head on over to the Center for Performing Arts or log on to that website for Ms. Montelongo and log on and see some of her other artwork. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing. It's beautiful and very colorful. And thank you for your donation to Comunidad Valle. This is going to put really...
I
Thank you,
discussed
Elizabeth.
that.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Daniel.
And now here's what's happening in your comunidad on ¿Qué pasa?